I don't think I wear my hair the same way that you do. Oh yeah, I may be common people, but I'm your brother. Oh yeah, 'cause I don't wear. My fault. Let me try one more time, Rick.
Okay, roll.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
If I could be you and you could be me for just 1 hour, oh yeah, and if we could find a way to get inside each other's mind, oh yeah, if you could see you.
The record is a big hit on Joe South. Joe has a big record on Capitol, but I don't think the production of the record is very good. I'm not impressed with the production on his record, even though it's a big hit record. So I want to get an R&B version of it. I'm cutting it basically for an R&B record, but I'm hoping it'll go pop and pick up some sales that he will miss. In fact, I think I'll cut a better record, and I'm hopeful that my record will take his record over eventually. In other words, his record's out selling now, and I have to get my record out on top of his record so that I can pick up from some momentum and have a little competition with his record, and the talk will start and so forth. So we have to cut it and get on the market in 10 days.
She's after some guy who really doesn't want to take on responsibilities, who's in the same bag she's in. And he's trying to get her to
What
see
about, like what's happening? Like the hippies live,
And they take you to some far off land. There's nothing, flowers and this type thing up on some make-believe or faraway hill or something,
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing but these type people who, do their thing.
You could go that way.
What do you think about it? Okay, let's see if we can get the thing going up on the top.
Let me take you out of your make-believe world. Show you things are real from just a plain girl.
Do that one more time.
Let me take you out of your make-believe world. On the go, or something like, what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Let me write that down.
I try to tell him the most important point, I think, to tell him is that most songwriters, I think, sit down and try to write a song and then pick a title out of it, which is very poor. And it never happens. What you have to do is find a title, write the song around it, and then find the artist for the song.
I'll sit so long.
Sit on down here, man.
So you gonna put one black one in between, huh?
And I must say, a big funny one. I must say, a fat black.
Your love got me covered.
Your love's got me covered.
Got me covered.
I can hear all the lyrics.
She said, all my life I tried to be cool. I never thought I could be no fool. But you came along, boy, and my heart flipped, and your love grabbed me with a death grip. Now like the white on the rice you cook, and just like the back on a history book. Just like the flow down under the rug, and just like a chicken on a June bug. Your love is all over me. I guess that old time saying is true. You never can tell what one might do. Because I never thought a year ago that I could ever love one man so. But now like a honeycomb covered with bees and like an old hound dog covered with fleas. Just like the green on a dollar bill and just like snow on an open field. Your love is all over me.
Well, this is the B-side of an Etta James record. The A side was, the hit side was called Tell Mama. And the B side is I'd Rather Go Blind. Take a listen to it.
Something told me it was over.
As you know, we're doing an album on Bobby Gentry for Capitol. And Rick thinks that this tune might be a tune that she could do in the album. So rather than to play her the soul or rhythm and blues version, we decided to cut a demo that would be a little more pop, because she is a pop singer rather than a soul singer. And this pop sound that we were trying to get on the demo would possibly convince her that this might be her song.
I was just sitting here thinking, baby, of your kiss and your warm, oh, your warm embrace, yeah. And the reflection in the glass that I held to my lips revealed the tears that was on my face. Revealed the tears that was on my face. I would much rather go blind, than to see you walk away from me, child. Baby, I would rather go blind, than to see you walk away from me, child. Don't leave me, baby. I would rather go blind. I would much, oh, I'd rather go blind. Don't leave me, baby.
At the time, I started in Florence, across the river, the town across the river here. And it was called, we came up with Florence, Alabama Music Enterprises. And that's where the word fame arrived from. The only thing you can do, in other words, here is cut records. So, in some respects, then it's a good thing. In other words, the artists who come here, they come to get away from it all. They can rest, stay away from the telephone, the hustle and bustle, and people bugging them regarding autographs or what have you. And nobody knows them here. In other words, it's a place to get away from it all, and it's kind of a vacation, and they can record while they're having their vacation and rest up. The townspeople don't even know that I have a recording studio in Muscle Shoals, and they don't know who Rick All is or what I do. Let's do it the other way and try it. Let's try it again. Play with it for a minute. Off the top. Yeah. Just a little slower. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The Southern soul music is more soulful, I would say, than the Northern, because a lot of the Northern music is taken from, a lot of it is taken from the Baroque things, such as Motown, things like that, things of that sort. But as far as the Southern, is just from what you feel, what you feel inside?
Well, it's commonly known, I would say, among Negroes to have the blues because they have experienced, especially Southern Negroes, have experienced all kind of gospel and different triumphs, you know, through the many years, which give them a certain kind of feeling. So it's no way out for them to express themselves rather than saying what we call the blues or old gospel thing at a church meeting, you know.
There's something about the loose, easygoing life here. There's no rush. And it even goes back as far as the old plantation days, is chopping cotton or picking cotton and singing songs to be happy type thing. And it was kind of bred into them, I think, over the years, and because of the mournfulness, I think, came from the need and God fear and hopefulness, and even back to the slave days when they were depressed and they were singing mournful songs and soulful. We call it soulful, whatever you call it. This is soul to me, is tears, earthiness, pleading, wanting, needing, and that kind of a thing. So I think the South still has this in it. You still have this freedom. You're not housed up in a ghetto, and you're not housed up in a rooming house 20 stores up from the street. And they somehow become more sophisticated when they go up north, and their brogue changes, their speech becomes different. They become better educated, and they're more sophisticated. They kind of tend to forget about the old South ways, and we feel like it's that the people here are still, in general, still love each other.
You want that done now?
Yeah.
I don't really feel that there's a barrier. I understand rhythm and blues and blues people, and I feel like I'm understood by them and communicate with them. And their way of looking at things is a very realistic way to me. And of course, it's hard, in very many cases, to try to write a blues thing, because you have to really think about how the colored man would look at the situation, how he would express himself, you know. And this is a very commercial aspect of records today in rhythm and blues, you know. But being with them, working with them, you know, and feeling for them the way I do, it's not really that difficult.
Let me try it with the tape one time.
Okay.
Hold on a minute.
Don't say no in the sky. The morning's going under the sunshine.
Okay, hold on. Let me back up further to the front.
All right.
Let's try that?
Yeah, let me try that. See what I get.
Don't say no. I wanna need you way too much.
That's the best yet.
Yeah.
Run it by one more time.
All right. Okay.
Musically speaking, you have like the Motown sound of Detroit and the Memphis sound and so forth. Well, in comparison, the Muscle Shoals sound, I guess, is a completely unique type of music. Although it is rhythm and blues, very much rhythm and blues, it is yet different from the Memphis version of rhythm and blues, although it might compare it with Memphis more closely than any other area or type of music in the world. But our music is heavier, our horn lines punch harder. We use a more heavy backbeat. It's just a funkier sound.
Now.
I had a chance to go to New York. As a matter of fact, one of the biggest record companies in the business, I suppose, offered me a job in New York City. They flew me to New York, and, well, you know, a country boy in the big city, I guess. I got off the airplane in Jersey at the Trenton Airport, I think it was, and I rode the bus into New York City to the 42nd Street West Side Air Terminal. And my first impression of New York City was 42nd Street. First impression, I think, is probably the most lasting impression. Well, I went over to the studio, and they had me mix a couple of things. The attitude of the people in New York City, particularly in the music business, it's a little too fast for me. Well, it's a dog-eat-dog world up there. For instance, when the musicians come in for a session, they come in, maybe that's the first and only time you'll see them, or maybe you've had them on one or two sessions before. But they come in, you don't know their names, you have to maybe write their names down. Instead of saying, hey, you on bass, or hey, you on drums, you try to make a note or a mental note of who's playing what, so you can call them by their first names. But they don't seem to like it, you know, they'd rather be a number, I suppose. I don't, I just like it here much better. I like the musicians, and I like the way sessions are done here, because after all, the session is what you're here for.
It starts with Negroes. The Negro disc jockey is the first guy to start playing an R&B act. He's therefore the guy that we rely on to help us break the record, so to speak. And once the black disc jockey starts playing it, he has a black listening audience. The black people start buying the product. And after they buy the product in large amounts, and the record becomes a big hit in, say, Birmingham or Atlanta, and it sells 30 or 40,000 records to the black people, they know, and the top 40 stations know that the record could cross over very easily.
One of the best things she's put out has been on Fame record, called I'd Rather Be an Old Man's Sweetheart Than a Young Man's Fool. I just thought about that. Here's Candace Dayton to sing her big hit on Fame. Ready, Mama?
You may think I'm silly to love a man twice my age, but I know from experience, girls, sometime it pays.
Well, you know, he's setting his ways, you know. He knows how he wants to cut the record. And that's how he cuts it, regardless, you know. But it comes out a hit, you know, most of the time. So he knows that, you know, all of us have got our different ideas about the thing, but he has the last say-so, and it's usually the right one. Well, I just go up an octave on everything. How about that? No.
I seem to be able to do no wrong with the R&B and with black people. The very first record, You Better Move On by Arthur Alexander, that I produced or had anything to do with, was a hit. The second record that I produced was Steal Away, but Jimmy Hughes was also a million-selling record. And then the Towns came along. Joe Simon came along. Every one of them, the first record I cut was a hit. Every one. The very first record. Not the second or third, but the first session we cut was a hit record. Hey, I just want to, everybody go eat now, instead of waiting till 1. I want to try to finish up the Hightower thing today. I have to go to Los Angeles Sunday. I have a reservation to go up there, and I'm hoping to be able to dub strings in up there. I'd like to put the low horns on first. Then I think we'll have a better idea of how to put the high horns on. You know, like, because there's very little of the trombones and the saxophones, baritones that I want to win. I just wanted to like the bridges and bop, 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 you know. So go ahead and eat, and we'll be back. I'll meet you back at 1:45.
Outside, of course, you're going to find some whites that don't look like colored people, and you're going to find colored people that don't like the white people. You know, so it's you got both sides to consider, I guess. One, you're going to find some rotten apples on both sides, but in the studio, you know, don't even consider it.
No, I don't think I care for the nose ring. No, I think I'll let you have that one. Nah, you can stick that in your voice, though. I'm already stopped up at the nose. You can put that in here. Come on, put me. Go find me a mirror now. I ought to be pretty well put together now.
Am I singing it too hard?
No. I'm just saying you sound a little bit, your phrasing a little bit uncomfortable in places. You know, like that maybe common people don't your brother kind of thing. Also on the breakdown.
If I could be you and you could be me for just 1 hour, oh yeah, we could find a way to get inside.
Yeah. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to let him play back the tape 4 or 5 times in succession. I'm going to work with the horns and see if we can get that thing together. Then we're going to go on to the thing and go for broke. But I want Willie just to cool it, and you can be singing to yourself so you don't waste your voice until we get the horns together. And then we'll go for broke, okay? All right. This is a sad song. No, you know, so don't jive it up too much. And take a work away from the lyrics so that it sounds like a dance record. In other words, the message is a sentimental message about the cats crying the blues about man ain't doing him right.
3, 4.
Okay, all set?
Two. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it.
Take 300.
2. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Rehearse the horn part so that Clayton knows where to go. So what to do? Okay.
We don't break through here. We keep playing.
You feel like getting to another Willie? Yeah. Can you? And your lyrics came out wrong on that. If I had the wings of a little angel, oh yeah, I'd fly. It's the same kind of phrase as the rest of the song, because you got if I had the wings of an angel.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
If I could be you and you could be me for just 1 hour, oh yeah, if we can find a way to get inside of each other's mind, oh yeah, walk a mile in my shoes, walk a mile in my shoes, yeah, alright. Before you abuse, criticize and accuse, just walk a mile in your shoes. Oh yeah.